Arefonity for be a cover beam at the bar Acroma TV so straight ye will remind us say ye easy. Jin Mensa and not on so then crab to abontin so after election no send a AC co the Efimu bar the Ekosu nano or be briefigan of 4 year pan and Chilimuno seven so catchere a muda ho ama be so a quototi my uncle and put in some fee or snakachi ever wanting.
Census ballots in-house. We are enjoined by law to provide the parties with details of every single printing house that is going to print our ballots. And we do this. And so from day one to the end, in fact, in some cases, even after the election, the parties are within the printing houses. They are monitoring their ballots. We provide them with the serial numbers of the ballots so they know that there's a range for each region. And therefore, if you go to a region and there's a ballot that is out of the range, you should be able to raise questions. This is the transparency of the process. They remain in the printing houses 24/7 until the ballots are packaged. And to add to it, when the ballots are packaged, the Electoral Commission puts its seal on the ballot, and so do the parties. They then accompany the commission and the police to the police armories where the ballots are kept. And there also, the parties have their agents waiting to receive these ballots, and they remain there until election day. We know how it works on election day, that the ballot boxes are opened for all to see. Unlike countries in Africa where the voting is done inside in a building, ours is done in the full glare of the public, and any interested citizen can sit and observe the process from 7 a.m. to, is it 5 p.m. if they so wish. Prior to being at the Electoral Commission, I used to do that, to go and visit many polling stations, and nobody stopped us from standing decently and observing the process. And you could do that all day if you so wish. But we know that the way it is done, the ballot boxes are open for all to see before the start of the registration. And at the end of the process, in the full glare of the public and the agents of the parties who are present, the ballots are poured onto the table, they are separated and sorted out, and they are counted in the full glare of the public and the party agents. They have a right to demand a recount twice. And if they are satisfied with it, they append their signatures. Where they are not satisfied, they state the reasons for their dissatisfaction. We then go to the constituency collation centers, and the same process happens there. We go to the regional collation centers, the same process happens there. All of these collation centers have the agents of the party who verify the processes, who inspect and make sure that everything is accurate, and who append their signatures. Of course, at the polling stations, we all know that when the party agents sign on to the pink sheets, a copy is posted at the polling station. And the beauty of this process is that every media house and every citizen has the right to take photographs of these polling station results, which are the basis of the results. The polling station results are not changed. What we see at the polling stations pasted on the wall forms the basis of the results that the chairperson announces. From the polling station, those results are sent to the constituency collation centers, and the party agents are there. They are satisfied, it is collated, and it is put on the summary sheet and the results collation sheet at the constituency. It is then moved to the regional collation centers. They also collate these things, they are satisfied, they put their signature. So no results emanate from the head office of the Electoral Commission. Everything comes from bottom up. And the good news is that the media are enabled as a result of technology to take pictures of the polling station results across the country.
Yes, we and some echo so a woman gun and Miss Saka and Bedia Brown and some cry to Jamaican Conecuti and Snake Brazil.
Dr. Yao Foreje, Director of IT at the Electoral Commission, isolated the specific allegations and claims that have been made against the Electoral Commission by the NDC and responded to them separately. According to him, the Electoral Commission has specifically dealt with all the challenges that the NDC raised, and in particular, some of them are just spurious.
In our minds, we can't see how you can delete somebody by transferring them, because transfers are allowed. So you can't delete somebody by transferring them. I also like to say that the way the voter management system is designed, and indeed ABIS, once you get registered onto the system, we went on further and looked at the transaction history of the particular voter within our database. By 2020, at 10:19 a.m., at the True Vine Preparatory School, JHS, New Boyman, with polling station number C150704. This gentleman, on the 22nd of October 2020, at 4:35 p.m., registered for special voting and was moved to the Achimota College Police Station, C1502 SPS. That is a special police station that he registered for.
But the NDC came in forcefully, according to Dr. Edward Omane-Boama, who is the NDC's Director of Elections and IT. The Electoral Commission has simply shown itself not trustworthy enough.
When your roof is leaking, you can decide to mop, keep mopping, and keep mopping. Or you can decide to fix the leakage and mop. What we see here is mopping and mopping and mopping. Fixing the leakage is missing. This forensic audit is not just about the register. When you have fixed the register, and I will demonstrate to you how, as a result of our revelations, some aftermath fixing is providing a semblance of we are fixing it. When you fix it, and we all look at the hard copies, and we are all giving the PVR, the soft copies. In November, if the very criminals that got us here are still there, engaged in illegal transfers, we will come back to square one.
The New Patriotic Party, represented by the General Secretary, a former National Chairman, and the Director of Elections, all had their bite. But the substantive argument that was made by the NPP was that they raised similar issues in 2015. The NDC did not support them. And in fact, they've also gone through these claims that have been made by the NDC, and they have simply no legs to stand on.
It's not a question about having a leaking roof and mopping your floor. It's about the data, what you presented to the Electoral Commission. The whole people of Ghana want to see it. And that is the comment APC made. That even the request for forensic audit is needless at this point.
Training video kesi bi so ekoso Mensa ka video no nti no manko ngorhwesa video na e ba bi di hu enkomo.
Because we are yet to see those allegations that you are talking about. And the Electoral Commission has said that they are going to furnish us with the cleanup that they have done. So, Madam Chair, we also want to know from you when we can have the revised exercise that you have done, so that we can also have another look. It is afterward that if there is a need for us to convey again, then the issues that you are talking about, we can even think about or even consider.
Some of the political parties did support the NDC's call for a forensic audit, others did not.
I feel that an independent audit will rather boost the credibility and image of the voter register. Because just imagine if an independent auditor comes and says, well, the register is 100% clean. That one, it is not the EC saying it. Because what Dr. Ufori said, I mean, the presentation is nice, but it is the EC speaking.
So in auditing, this will be classified as immaterial. So no auditor will spend time to work on that because it's immaterial. There is no problem asking for a forensic audit. But the problem here is that we are only holding a provisional voter register. And that allows for correction and allows for updates.
I don't know what it is. Maybe I can't say. What's it? 25 you say
Electoral Commission Chairperson Madam Jean Mensa has been assuring that the Commission will always keep transparency as its watchdog and ensure that in the lead up to the 2024 general election, there will be enough for persons to know that the Electoral Commission is trustworthy.
Anam de kasibui na ibisam de kasibui ebremidin ede obinge bro sechi makram.